The American Cotton Producers and Cotton Foundation held a joint meeting in New Orleans this week with cotton farmers from across the country to get an update on their industry right before harvest kicks off.
In this week's Bottom Line, TWILA's Neil Melancon shows us why it was the perfect location to showcase innovative solutions to the cotton industry's difficulties.
The Bottom Line is brought to you by the Cotton Board, strengthening the fiber of our industry.
When it comes to cotton production, this is what cotton producers like to see in their final product: 100% pure cotton t-shirts, something that you specialize in at Flirty Girl here in New Orleans. This is their new New Orleans cotton t-shirt, and it's here in New Orleans that cotton producers from across the country have gathered to hear about the state of their industry.
As you might imagine, most of the news was pretty grim at the joint meeting of the American Cotton Producers and the Cotton Federation. The cotton stocks-to-use ratio is sitting above 90% this year, which means the price is down around 65 cents. All of this is before the harvest has really started to come in. Ben Guthrie, the largest cotton producer in Louisiana and representing the state at the meeting, planted 2,200 acres this year and said, like many producers here, it was a hard decision to plant.
It was a challenge figuring out how to pencil out cotton this year at all, but we decided with the gin rebate and we've always got the government loan as a worst case scenario. We were able to pencil in at least around a fourth of our acres in cotton.
What's really bringing the market down is more than 100 million bales of cotton that has just stubbornly stayed in stocks on the world market. While it's just going to take time to reduce that, there are policy issues that will help at least stem the tide of some of that cotton coming into the U.S. market. Reese Langley, vice president of the Washington operations for the National Cotton Council, says in the Trans-Pacific Partnership negotiations currently going on, he'd like to see a yarn forward rule implemented to prevent cotton dumping.
To prevent countries like Vietnam from bringing in cotton or yarn from China, manufacturing their textile product, and then that product having duty-free access to the U.S. market.
Here at home, a combination of technology and marketing is helping increase domestic consumption of cotton. The Flirty Girl boutique shop in New Orleans, for instance, features those 100% cotton t-shirts. That's really important as women's fashion has shown an increase in synthetic fibers in their construction. Barry Worsham, president and CEO of Cotton Incorporated, said while those synthetics aren't going away, there's still plenty of room for natural fibers.
There's been a lot of share loss for women's wear in virtually all categories, and so it's going to take more time, and probably the solution there may be that we are doing this, developing more fabrics that contain cotton but also using other fibers as well. So it probably is not going to come back to 100% cotton. You'll probably see more blends that if we're going to get back in the women's wear market.
The bottom line is, when it comes to thinking about buying ag products, local ag products, we often just think of the ones we eat. But cotton is one of those local Louisiana products, just one that we can wear, like the t-shirts here at Flirty Girl, that's going to be so important in helping reduce that huge block of cotton that's overhanging the markets right now, and that will help move our cotton producers forward in the future. For This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, I'm Neil Melancon. Back to you guys in the studio.
Nice shirt. Thanks, Neil. And Kristen, we always go to Flirty Girl whenever we go in New Orleans. Why? Because Lauren LeBlanc used to be here.
That is true. She used to do what was once my job and now Taylor Fry's job. But she also she said at one time she wanted to find a way to get strictly Louisiana cotton to do her t-shirts with.
Oh, wow. And she does use all American cotton because she uses the American Apparel shirts. I tell you what, it really is amazing that the whole journey that she's gone on. But also, I think the shirt really looks good on Neil.
Well, on that note, that does it for this edition of TWILA. Be sure to join us next week when Avery will give us an update on sugarcane planting.
Until then, you can watch any of our stories on our website, twilatv.org, and be sure to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and also hunt us down on Pinterest. Kristen's been hard at work getting us on there.
Yeah, we have a Pinterest, LA Farm Bureau. Well, for Avery Davidson and all of us here at TWILA, I'm Kristen Oaks White. Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you again right here next week.